Welcome to Industry Game.
Dude, we're going to get right into it.
Let's go.
This is the pod. High level, just introduce yourself, and then we'll get right into it. You know what I mean?
My name is Michael Soares. I'm the founder of New Human, which is a fitness company. I've helped we just crossed the 50,000 person mark.
Hell yeah.
Which is pretty cool. Through like online, through our app, through classes, through events that we host. And yeah.
No, that's what's up. Well, we're going to get into all that, but dude, shout out to Caleb for connecting the dots.
I was just texting him. I see him on Saturday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went to high school with him.
Oh, let's
went
go.
to boarding school with him.
Nice.
And then I was talking to him. I think it might have been right after we recorded or something. Actually, no, I might have been talking to him way before that, but yeah, he put me in touch. He told me you were the boy, and I'm glad you came on. How do you know Caleb?
So I went to Bridgewater State.
Yeah.
And I played basketball there.
Yeah.
So we had a bunch of mutual friends.
Oh, you know Jamie Carey.
I was about to say Jamie's my dog.
Yeah.
And
No
I played
doubt.
basketball with Rocky.
Nice.
And Jamie and Rocky. And Jamie, we all used to play pickup together and stuff.
No,
so.
that's what's up.
Yeah. And Caleb's actually, I own a retreat company.
Yeah.
And he's actually spoke at retreats before, so.
Is that where you were last time we were talking?
Yeah, I actually just hosted a retreat in Costa Rica. I've hosted 4 in the past year.
Where's been your favorite spot?
All of them, to be honest.
Wait, where have you done them?
Costa Rica, Mexico, DR, here in the United States. I'm planning my next one in October.
Nice. No, that's what's up. So what are these retreats? Is
Dude,
it like a fitness retreat or what?
Yeah. So I own 2 retreat companies or co-own them. And it's for anybody who's looking to perform better in life. You know what I mean? And we go over like nutritional habits and movement habits, but also what's most important is like the mental health side.
Yep.
We do quite an amount of time like journaling and everything, but it's really nice. We have a private chef. It's fun. We usually get like 20 bedroom villas. It's a good time.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going to get into all that. So like walk us through your journey. Like you were playing basketball competitively growing up, and then you played in college. Just walk us through that journey and kind of how everything kind of unfolded.
Yeah, man. So I played basketball and volleyball in high school.
Yeah.
And I always found like biology, anatomy super interesting. But what really engaged me into like wanting to go into the health and wellness field is I had a bunch of family members who were sick from like preventable diseases.
Yep.
You know, like whatever, heart attack, stroke, all that. And it's not like, I mean, everybody's at fault for whatever they choose, but a lot of them didn't know how to to become better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up, majoring in exercise science at Bridgewater where I played basketball.
Yeah.
And I actually planned on going to physical therapy school when I was at school, but my family didn't have money to like send me to go get a doctorate program.
Right.
So I had no idea what I was going to do. But I interned. I probably had like 10 jobs before I graduated college. So then I reached out to Equinox, and 3 days after I graduated, shout out to networking, like the hiring manager actually also went to Bridgewater. So,
at Equinox.
Yeah, at Equinox. So then we just hit it off, and then I started working 3 days after I graduated.
And what was that position? Was that
personal trainer?
Okay.
Yeah, I was a personal trainer. And it was fun. I learned a bunch. But what I didn't like was, so like an average trainer will do like 60 to 80 sessions max.
A week?
I was a month.
Okay.
I was doing like 160.
Wow, that's good.
Which is like top single-digit % out of like thousands of trainers.
Yeah.
But I still felt like I could do more too. So then a bunch of my clients, they were mad that they didn't have time to train with me. So one of my clients, Sam, shout out Sam, he was like, why don't you build an app so you have more time for yourself?
Right.
So him and I built an app, and we launched.
And this was just your client at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my dog. And shout out Sam. And
what's his name? Max?
Sam.
Shout out to Sam.
Shout out Sam. We released the virtual fitness app, the New Human app, a month before COVID. So we were already running virtual classes, like group classes, basketball workouts, yoga. We had a whole schedule a month before COVID. So then when COVID dropped, we already had the system. So we had thousands of people on our fitness app.
Right.
So it worked out.
Got it. So the app goes live, COVID hits. Do you see a spike obviously in the app?
A tremendous spike. Yeah.
All right.
Because virtual training wasn't structured back then, right?
Okay.
Like they had like some like P90X or whatever, but they didn't have community apps with, custom workouts, all that. And that was just by chance that we had it a month before. But that's where like the online realm started going, where I was like, I can work or help a lot more people than trading 12 hours of my time a day. You know what I mean? In a gym.
Totally. I was. It's funny you say that because this kid called me the other day, and he was asking for some advice on like he's like 21. He is like a construction business, or he's like a general contractor. So he'll door knock and just say, hey, do you need any work done on your house or whatever? And then he'll sub it out to somebody. And he asked me for my advice, and I was like, well, I've never done that. But all I do know is that, like, if you record yourself doing all that door knocking, and if you hit 20 doors a day, and if you record every single door that you go knock at and share what you're doing, and even if you get 100 views, like, that's just like 100x multiple.
100%.
And that brings me to my next point. Like, when did you start getting your brand going? Were you at Equinox? Were you like doing like content creation around yourself? And like, what was there any resistance into stepping into that main character? Because I feel like sometimes that's the hardest part.
100%. So at Equinox, I actually wasn't allowed to like post at the time. Like, I wasn't allowed to like promote my own brand if I was working there. But something that was very interesting is I was a club promoter at the same time. So, like, I was working 6 days a week in the gym and then, like, 4 nights.
Oh, no shit. Where were you promoting? In Boston?
Yeah, here in Boston, like, every single club. And it was fun, but and I made a lot of money, but the lifestyle was horrible, right? Because I was up at, like, 3 or 4 every day.
Yeah.
Getting home super late. Dude, and doing whatever.
I hear you, dude. I used to work at the clubs, too. I hear you, dude. Those are long fucking... Let me fix this mic real quick, just so we can have a clean edit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so all right, so you're working in nightlife, and so you're working in the clubs at night, and then you're training in the morning.
And I'm learning how to market. I think the best thing about nightlife was I learned how to market myself. You know, sales and everything like that. Obviously, I learned that with personal training too. But you know, one of my friends, he actually approached me. He was like, "Hey, I want to start a networking group. Do you want to start it with me?" And I was like, "Sure." He's like, "Let's find some other people." And I was the only one who didn't have my own business at the time, and I couldn't like think of a name. So it took me months to figure out the name. So I just literally went on Google. I'm like, business, creator, name, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, New Human's such a dumb name. Like, and it prevented me. But in my head, you know what I'm saying? In my head, I was like, oh, I should never launch. But some people love the business so much because of the name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And bro, like,
and once you get that name going, it's rolling.
Like, I'm good.
It's rolling. Yeah,
it's rolling. It's real
once
life.
you announce that making that logo is fucking key, dude.
Facts.
Making the logo and announcing it, and then you're like, all right, we're in.
Yeah. So then we took action, and we haven't looked back since, man. I actually just saw the video yesterday, the first ever promo video one of my best friends filmed for me. We were actually at the Charles River, and I was like, this is the first video I'm ever filming for New Human. Like, I just want to film this for myself before we blow this shit up.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's dope.
Bro, it's cool to see.
I love
7 years later, you know?
Dude, I love that. I feel like something I wanted to talk about was like stepping into the character of like the person you want to become. And I feel it's, you know, it's hard. It's a lot easier said than done. And with anything, it's like you look at somebody like Joe Rogan or like Gary Brecka or like whatever. Like I'm just using him for example or whatever. Like everybody started out with one follower or one
person
client.
believed in them.
And then it keeps rolling. But I think that obviously you've done a great job building your brand. Was there any did you have like a turning point where you're like, fuck it, like I'm gonna just start being comfortable on camera and step, or did it come natural to you?
Dude, no, it didn't come natural. Like, it took thousands of reps of, you know, I used to post on my Snapchat. I used to post every client, like you were saying before with your boy, like I would post every single client I train every single day on my story for years before like social media started like turning up a little bit. But like closed mouth doesn't, like, don't get fed. Like people didn't know I was a trainer unless you posted about it. You know what I'm saying? And that was my mindset. I'm like, I'm teaching people and providing a lot of value and educating people on, you know, fitness and wellness, and that's what would lead to them reaching out to me. You know what I mean? It came out of like pureness of heart, you know?
No, that's what's up. And were you doing MMA? Or did you start that after? Were you doing that growing up?
Nah, I mean, I've taken boxing here and there, but the most consistent I've ever been with any type of martial arts is jiu-jitsu. I compete pretty frequently. Yeah. Won the last competition I participated in, which is really cool. Just got promoted to blue belt. So,
let's go.
You do anything?
No, but I mean, I saw it on your story. I think it's dope, though, dude.
It's mad fun. I think every human being
I would love to try it. I would love to get into it. Where do you do it? In Boston?
Shout out US MMA. They're the best.
US MMA, I'm coming down.
US MMA, pull up.
Wait, so when did you get into it?
Just about 2 years ago, man, and it's been...
Is it like a better mental thing than anything else?
It's the best mental exercise you can do, because if you can get choked out from a human being and like still process everything in that high stress situation, you can process anything in like regular life. You know what I mean? Like that's the mental side. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's such a violent thing. It's more of movement chess is how I like to explain it. Like you're just thinking somebody does one thing, you do another thing. Like it's a much more peaceful. I feel at most peace, or sorry, I feel the most.
You don't feel
peace.
like it's super violent when you.
No. I feel. I mean, obviously, it's calculated. You're trying to get somebody, but yes, it's calculated. But I feel the most peace ever while competing against somebody.
Yeah. So you just picked that up after college?
Yeah, my best friend got me into it. Shout out Andre. He
was
told
Andre
me,
like an OG fighting since he was a kid?
No, he picked it up like maybe a year or two prior to me. But there's levels to this, dude. Like a lot of people think like, oh, I could beat up this person just because they're big. Nah, there's little 110-pound soaking wet people that go to my jiu-jitsu place that I'm there for 2 years and I still have yet to beat them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, dude, I went to the Sugar Sean fight here a couple years ago. That shit was fucking crazy, dude. Crazy. I was in the garden for like 8 hours. Dude, those are the long. Dude, from like we went from the first card all the way through. Let's go. And that was like the first fight I went to, and that shit was fucking awesome. He ended up winning. But the did you watch the Strickland fight?
Yeah. That was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he was gonna win.
Dude, I didn't think he was gonna win either. But I also love how like they're at each other's throats before. They're obviously selling.
Totally. But how after?
But they respect each other after. I love that.
Strickland had a really good quote. I'm gonna butcher it, but it was something like, "There's something unique about being so raw and like competing against somebody that transcends religion, nationality, whatever, blah, 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 blah."
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, they respected each other after the end of it. And I think that that's cool about MMA. Obviously, some have ended up a little chippy at the end. Who was the who jumped over the fence and went into the stands after a fight?
Bro, a few years ago, yeah.
Is he the GOAT?
Yeah,
is he the undisputed GOAT?
Undisputed, no, but he's up there, bro. Like, do you follow US?
Not enough, dude. Yeah, not enough.
I don't know, but there's a lot of good guys, yo.
Dude, I don't watch.
A lot of good people that are coming up right now.
I don't watch. It's hard to stay in that spot,
bro. It's tough to watch anything. Like I
don't even watch TV.
I was gonna say I train a bunch of pro athletes. I have maybe watched 10 Celtics games this year.
Bro, it's a lot.
It's tough
to stay tuned.
But that's the entrepreneurial life.
And I don't bet on any sports.
Nah.
Like I don't bet on anything. Like I've never done it. I've actually placed one bet. I actually bet on that fight through my brother's app. But
nice.
Like I don't know. I loved playing sports growing up, but I've just never been crazy.
What sports did you play?
Football, hockey, and lacrosse.
Nice.
So I always loved playing them, but like after school, I was just like, I don't want to go like I'm not gonna come home after work and watch.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'd rather like work on like this or like or do something else.
Have you replaced that movement with anything else? Like, do you go to the gym?
Yeah, I go to the gym every day.
Nice.
So I'll probably go to the gym like 5 days a week.
Nice.
But like I need to get that in.
Yeah.
Like getting that in is like a non-negotiable. But I mean, all right. So what do you think is a better workout? Like going to the gym and getting after it, or doing a jiu-jitsu, or is it totally different? Like, are you gonna get jacked doing jiu-jitsu every day?
You won't necessarily. I mean, you get stronger, yeah, but it's not. It's two different things.
Yeah.
Like strength training should be the foundation of every person's movement.
Yeah.
Right? Because whether you go to yoga or you play baseball or whatever it is, like the stronger you are and the better your body is, the more capable of an athlete you can be. You know what I mean? Like jiu-jitsu and like grappling and MMA or whatever it is, you're gonna get better at that sport because you're training the techniques in class.
Right.
But you should still prioritize strength training to be able to do anything.
What do you think about yoga?
I think yoga is one of the best things you can do.
Dude, hot yoga was my thing, dude.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I lived in LA for a while, and that was back on the nightlife shit.
Oh yeah.
When I was living out there, I worked in nightlife for like 3 years after school. And it was hilarious living out there because it was just like, and it was before COVID, so shit was popping.
Shit was popping all the time.
Dude,
what would you do? Stay up all night and then go to hot yoga in the morning?
Dude, I
sweat it out.
Yeah. Well, dude, the culture was so wild because like the kids out there we would go out like all the time during the week. Mm-hmm. And I had a job that I could work and I go at like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But dude, the lifestyle was so different, but I learned so much out there in terms of like the content game and like the marketing game and like that whole ecosystem.
Dude, marketing is everything now. Like if you have a business, like a business fails due to two reasons. They either suck or people forget about them. And people forget about them if you're not good at marketing. Like every business now needs to be a marketing business.
Yeah. And if you're too cool to like step out of your comfort zone and like just roll down the curtain and go for it. Like I don't know what to tell you, but it's crazy how much traction you can get. Like how many impressions you can get for free.
And dude, like
even if you're getting 100 impressions, that's 100 people.
100 people. I was literally about to say that. If you got 1,000 people, whatever, people, like dude. It's a lot of people. And that's why so many of us will fixate on like, oh, one person's going to judge me and leave a comment. But something that really helped me get over the hump of like posting consistently, because I've posted consistently for a few years, like every day for a few years now. And imagine you're in a room with like 1,000 people behind you and you have one shit comment right in front of you, right? Like y'all are all looking at them like they're powerless. You know what I mean? You can't fixate on that negativity.
It is funny when you get a funny comment. Like this girl I went to high school with, she responded to my story the other day, and she was just like on Facebook. Like I don't even go on Facebook,
bro. I'm like I'm not gonna see that message.
My things automatically go to Facebook, and she's like, "Fuck you." And I was just
like, okay. You're like, all right, what's the internal? But a lot of times people are like reflecting their internal problems.
I don't even give a fuck what she has to say. But I was just like, it almost just lets you know, like, all right, you're doing something right. Just keep it pushing.
Yeah, just keep it pushing, bro.
But the output, dude, I was like, I've been working with this kid who like pumps content out, and he has like, I think he did like 500 million views.
Insane.
In like the past like 6 months or something. 500 million views.
But that's 500 million people who now know,
dude.
Who the you know what I mean?
But his shit goes stupid viral all the time. And he was telling me, I was doing like 4 to 5 clips per episode.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, you got to get that shit way up.
Volume.
So now I'm doing like 20 clips per episode times 3 platforms, and if you just do some quick math, and if you're averaging whatever the number is, your impressions just go way up.
I pay somebody right now to just repurpose my content and post across platforms, and I'll have a video who it may do a few thousand on Instagram, but it just got a million on YouTube. That's a million more people that now knows. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. You don't know what's gonna go because some just rip. But are you on every platform?
Dude, I mean, primarily Instagram. I just started posting on Shorts. I used to have a YouTube channel with over 1,000 videos. It got deleted, man. It got hacked. Yeah.
No way.
So I got to start that back up. My YouTube right now got like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. I post on TikTok, but like I repost. I haven't really gotten on TikTok too much. Instagram's my most frequent.
Yeah. How about you? I do Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yeah.
But like I don't even post anything anymore. Like I'm not even like
you have somebody who
like I have somebody uploading
that's what I'm talking
everything.
About. Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Because I'm like, bro, I don't even fucking watch it, bro. I don't even watch it because it was just too much, and I was just like, what do I want to do? I want to like create a system that allows me to just do what I want to do about the podcast, and it's like have conversations with people I find interesting, and just outsource the rest. Yeah. And ever since doing that, it's just been so much easier for me to do.
100%.
Because it takes up, because I have my whole full-time thing I do with my family. So like I can't be like uploading 20 videos a week.
100%.
Across 3 platforms. It's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time, and systems is what you mentioned, like delegating, like that's how you really think like an entrepreneur and like expand and scale, because you can't do everything at all times all at once. Like you cherish your time, so you'd rather pay somebody to go do
so
that.
I'm trying to shop that out, but it's been good. The clips, bro. Do you do a lot of clips?
Yeah, bro.
Do you ever do long form and then cut it up?
That's why I'm excited to do this, because we're gonna have a bunch of clips from this.
Bro, I was talking to Caleb like 2 years ago, and I was like, bro, we need to just sit down and just shoot the breeze and just clip it up.
Yeah.
And that was like a year. That was probably like a few months before I actually started it. But like,
bro, there's clippers that make like 6 figures just clipping people's videos.
Yeah. Well, dude, you should like have like you. First of all, I want to get into everything like what you did with Gillette. Well, we'll get into that in a second. But like, if you're doing something throughout the day and you're like streaming it or whatever, you can have, dude, the amount of clips you can get from that.
And there's AI platforms now too that can do that too.
They cut it up for you. Yeah. But also it's like, I feel like that's the shit the viewers actually want to watch.
Yeah.
Like the promo video is cool for me and you 100%. Or whatever. But like I feel like people tune into like the conversation you're having with like your business partner.
They want to be the fly on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope. But I want you to walk us through, like, from starting out with, like, when you were doing the smaller events to getting into the bigger ones, like, what's the jump from, like, where you were to, like, putting on that event at Gillette, and, like, kind of walk us through the stepping stones there.
Yeah, so I was, during COVID, running Instagram live workouts, and one of my, like, more, like, Instagram famous clients, we did a collab, like, IG live workout, and somebody found me through that and started asking me to teach Seaport Sweat. So Seaport Sweat, I have a contract with the city, and I've done it for, I think this is year 7, where I run a free workout for the city of Boston in Seaport. There's a DJ that comes. We do it for about 30 weeks out of the year, and it's amazing because it's so community-driven.
And what is this called?
Seaport Sweat, yeah. Okay. My first class was actually yesterday of the season.
Hell yeah.
There's like 50 to like 200 people who come every week. It's really fun. But I started getting the reps. Like, I've done it hundreds of times now.
Yeah.
And then I started doing my own events with the confidence that, you know, after getting all the reps. And
that's it.
I used to be like, I was actually looking, it's so crazy you mentioned that. I was looking at this yesterday. My first like group workout was during COVID, and I had like 3 people show up. And I was watching that clip, and it was so cool to see that I was like so happy at the time, which is awesome. And now it's so cool to see that, like, last Gillette event, we had over 500 people step on that field.
Damn.
And my goal this year is to get over 1,000.
At Gillette?
At Gillette on the field, yeah.
So what is the, like, if you could give one person one piece of advice that's starting out in creating some sort of a following in, like, an event curation space, what would it be?
Dude, just do it. I know that's like the most cliche, but just do it. And one, go to events that you want to emulate, right? Yeah. So if you want to be the next, whatever it is, Seaport Sweat, go to a bunch of Seaport Sweat classes, see how they structure it out, how they run it. You know what I mean? Like, shadowing people who are doing the things you want to do is one of the best cheat codes in life.
Yeah. What is the fucking quote, dude? It's like a good artist copies and a great artist steals. Like,
that's like a quote. Like, I might have to write one down.
It was like Picasso or something. I don't know who said it, but it was just like, you look at all these, like, people, like, so and so has this and they have this following and they're doing that. Like, just start, like, seeing what they're doing and add your spin to it.
Yeah, add your little spin to it. 100%.
No, that's dope. So walk us through, how does the event at Gillette work? Like,
yeah, man. So
what does that day look like?
That day. Well, last year was the first time
Walk us through the event. What is the name of the event?
Yeah.
Walk us through the whole day, your lead up and everything with it.
So the event is called Train Like a Pro.
Okay.
And it takes months of planning and hundreds of people to make work. Last year, it was 1 hour on the field, and we did, it was super fun. I started off with a little motivational speech, and then I led like a nice 10-minute warm-up, and then we broke into 4 stations. And I actually had local businesses or like gyms run each station. So I had like Everybody Fights run the boxing and core circuit. Yep. I had a local gym run like a body weight circuit and everything else. And then we all came together. It was really cool. We ran throughout the stadium, and then we had, shout out Danny, she ran yoga afterwards. And then we did a nice little after party at Six Strings. And like 80% of the people went there, and I did a bunch of giveaways. We had a DJ. We had like 20 vendors. So it's to showcase local businesses, but also help people, become a healthier and happier version of themselves with a community. You know what I mean? Because no one wants to do shit by themselves.
Right.
But when you got a whole community with you, it makes
very
it powerful.
More fun. How important is collaborating with other brands?
Oh my gosh. Brands, people. Like, one big thing that I wish more people in the fitness space did was collaborate with each other. Like, trainers are afraid to work with trainers as if like people are going to steal clients, but there may be somebody.
Yeah, as if we're going to run out of fucking people to train.
Exactly,
you
bro.
walk around and everybody needs
a trainer. Yeah. But it's so important because there's people that may follow you that don't follow me, vice versa, that resonate with you and everything else. You know what I mean?
The collaboration's crazy.
It's right now, like, and that's a good little like cheat code with content. Like, I post maybe 4 times a week. 3 of my posts are collabs that other people will post that count.
And they do way better. Yeah,
they do great
because you get each other's audiences.
Exactly.
And all that. Yeah, in terms of like the nightlife, how did that play a role in your like ability to like curate events? Like, had you always had an itch to like put together events and like be the man putting it together?
It's not necessarily initially, but I really when I was in college, I realized I was good at it. So listen to this. So here in Mass, there's no 18 plus clubs, but there was in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And I went to Bridgewater State. So my friend, he owned a event company, and I'd sell tickets. I would sell a $10 party bus ticket and a $10 entry ticket. So it's $20.
Yep.
I would make $6 out of that $20. since I played basketball, everybody knew me. So I'd sell like 300-400 tickets.
Damn.
And I was in college, right? Broke, but you're making like thousands of dollars as a college kid. You're like, oh my God, this is it. So then I really started to study the art of sales, of marketing, of whatever. And I mean, that's led to the success of everything else. You know what I mean?
Dude, I totally know what you mean. The best thing I did in college was, so I started a clothing company in college.
Let's go.
And it was like streetwear. So I was like, I got to put together events for this shit. And make this shit lit.
Yeah. So
I started, like renting out clubs and like putting my logo up and like reaching out to brands and stuff and collaborating, and like the clubs already had the clubs and bars already had photographers and everything, but I just curated an experience. Everyone was going out anyway, and I just started doing that, and I was taking like 5 to 10% of the take on all revenue at the bar.
Let's go.
So I'm like, a bar in Amherst was doing probably like 5 to 10 grand. I mean, I was taking $500 to $1,000 on a good night.
Let's go.
That's and I was running that, and then it was such a great thing because like if another bar wanted to do an event, I'd say, hey, this is what they're paying me. If you want to do it, I'm down. And what I liked about it was just like it just gave me the ability to like curate and enhance the experience.
100%.
For somebody's already going to go to the bar, so like at the time we would do like formal events and shit. People would just feeling themselves. We'd get the photos and shit. And I was just like, that kind of gave me the confidence to start like trying new things out. You know what I mean?
100%. People want an experience and they want to correlate a brand with an experience, right?
Yeah. Everybody likes a good experience, dude. What's your take on this? This is a question for you. What are the, like, when you go out to a dinner, what is the most important? Put these in order for me. Is it food quality, ambiance, or service?
Ooh, dude, I'm a big vibe guy.
Me too.
I'm a big vibe. Service and ambiance are more. That's kind of crazy now that I think of it. I actually care about those way more than the food.
Me too.
Which is actually kind of nuts.
Yeah.
What's your order?
It's tough, but I think I'm going ambiance. Yeah. I'm such an ambiance guy, and I'm also like a good table guy. Like I want to have the right seat at the right table. I'd go ambiance. Then I would go service. I like really good service. I think that's awesome. And then I just think bad service is bullshit. So I'd go ambiance, service, and then food quality, because I think that like most of the time, if you have good company, good ambiance, and good service,
you're not gonna remember how the steak was.
Like a steak's good. Like you know what I mean. Like how bad could the steak be
100%.
if you're gonna like go make a reservation?
That's a good question.
Here?
I might take that one for you.
What do you think? What do you go with?
Oh, 100% ambiance. 100%. I'm a big vibe guy, and I like unique experiences. Like I joke around. I mean, I'll make it happen, but I've always joked that I'm gonna be the first person to run a workout event on a volcano, and it's a running joke with all my boys. But I'm like, what's stopping me? Like nothing's stopping me. Like I've ran workout events on top of skyscrapers. I've rented out football stadiums. Like what's stopping me from doing that? You know?
Nah, for sure. Do you have another one aside from a volcano where you want to do an event?
You know,
have you done a beach one?
Yeah, I've done beach ones. I've done beach workouts. Shout out Nantucket was the last one. Dude, I don't know. I've hosted a lot of unique events, but I don't know. Do you have any suggestions?
Dude, I don't know. All I know is that like I love the beach workouts in Miami, that when they like do the tent and like they do like a whole experience, like a brand experience too. When there's like, but it's when it's done super well, where you got like a super cool brand that's like sponsoring it, and then you've got like the right trainers, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's super well.
I feel like
curated.
Boston needs to do more of that.
Yeah, I just think that like what I love is like a really good experience, a well done experience. And I think that that's kind of my take with even going out to dinner. It's like I'd rather, like, I make pretty much the same thing every night of the week. But like, if I'm gonna go out to dinner, or I'm gonna go somewhere, like that shit better be fucking smooth.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's what you're paying for.
Yeah, like I'm not going out to dinner to just fuck around. Like I'm not gonna go out to dinner every night. I'd rather go out once in a while and make that shit smooth than just be out
100%
fucking around. So that's my take there. Boston. What is your favorite part about living in Boston?
My favorite part about living in Boston, dude, me personally, is community. Like, I grew up here. like part of my childhood, but also adult life has been built here. Like I travel a lot, so I don't really have the travel bug to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I just love, I don't know, it's such a unique place. People are very passionate, right? Whether it's sports fans, whether it's whatever, like it's like there's a reason TD Garden's ranked the top place to play any sporting anything in the world. You know what I mean?
They keep it real.
Yeah, they keep it real. That's a better example.
They really do keep it real. The TD Garden's got the most loyal fans, bro, ever. Dude, I remember when I was living in LA, I went to an LA Kings game, bro, and that shit was so dried up. It was like nobody even gave a fuck. But like you go to a Bruins game or a Celtics game, like people are taking it personally.
Yeah.
And that is so true about Boston. Same with a Pats game. But dude, a Pats game's a long fucking day, bro.
It's a long day.
Bro,
fun fact, only been to one Patriots game, and it was a long day. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, the last Pats game I went to was a 1:00 game. We went with work. Mm-hmm. Dude, I left at 9 a.m. Bro, I actually left my apartment at like 8:30. We met up, took the bus in, the party bus. Bro, I didn't get home until fucking 9 p.m.
Yep.
I was sick.
Talking about
dude,
world. Talking about
such
that
a
shit,
long
bro.
day. It was just such a long day, dude.
Yeah.
12 hours on a Sunday, bro. I need
on a Sunday.
That's like my one day off to kick it, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting drunk on a Sunday, like, dude,
tough.
you got to stretch it to get drunk on a Saturday.
Facts. How old are you?
31.
31. Me too, bro. I'm like, I can't be getting drunk on a Sunday no more.
How do you balance? Getting drunk on a Sunday is sounds like my worst nightmare.
Nah, bro. It's crazy. Like,
it's a
the
crazy
recovery is so
move,
much longer.
dude.
I mean, obviously, I could drink whatever, but like, I remember, like, in college, I'd go out like sometimes Wednesday and then like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I'd still be in season and get a great GPA. I'm like, how the fuck did I do all that back
dude?
then?
I just feel like the hangover when I just get like. It's the trade-off for me.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, was that worth it?
It's not worth it anymore.
You know,
I get crazy anxiety now.
Dude, the anxiety and everything. But it's like, when is drinking worth it?
Yeah.
Like, it's when like the hangover makes sense.
Facts. And
I'm not trying to just fucking waste the next day, borrowing tomorrow's happiness for tonight's pleasure when it isn't even worth it.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do something awesome that I'm stoked on, that I'm gonna have a good time at, like a wedding or a gala or whatever the fuck it is, I'm down to do it.
Yeah.
But I kind of beat myself up the next morning if I just kind of go out bullshitting and just, you know, when you have one of those nights where you're like, I might go, and then you end up going and you get fucked up, and then you wake up and you're just like, what the fuck was I doing last
Something
night?
that like I always ask myself, and I tell my clients to ask themselves too, is like, is drinking going to improve my experience? Or and then sometimes they're like, oh, maybe I'll have one drink. I'm like, is one drink really gonna elevate the mood that much that you need it? And they're like, no. It's like, you know what I mean? Dude, I'm not against drinking at all.
Yeah. How often do you drink?
Probably like once a month now. I mean, I was just in Colombia for my boys' bachelor trip. We drank every night. That was tough. But I hadn't done that since like my bachelor party a few years back, right?
So it's an occasion.
Yeah. But maybe like once a month now. I mean, bro, it's just the trade-off ain't worth it no more.
What are your thoughts on like when you're training people, what's your advice to somebody that's trying to lock it in that like enjoys going out?
Yeah, it's all about balance and understanding there's a trade-off for everything, right? There's multiple currencies in life. Like there's health currency, right? Which would mean don't eat whatever, don't drink whatever. But then there's also like social currency. Like maybe you haven't seen your boy in 5 years and you guys just want to have a beer. Do your thing. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't avoid. A lot of times people are like, I want to lose weight. I should stop eating carbs and stop eating sugar. I'm like, no, because if you can't do what you're trying to do now, 5 years from now, you're going to gain the weight back. So you got to learn how to eat carbs. You're going to have to learn how to incorporate sugar. You're going to have to learn how to drink instead of just avoiding it, you know?
Yeah, like do you have a lot of clients that'll like burn it off and then put it back on, burn it off, put it back on?
Before, a lot of people will come out and then like reach out to me.
But you know those.
Yeah. They'll be perfect Monday through Friday and then turn up too crazy on the weekends. But the purpose of like my program is to like reverse that all-in mindset and realize that there needs to be a balance instead of a yo-yo situation where you're perfect for 3 days and then you just fuck off or it's not good.
Yeah, I think that sometimes. Dude, I heard this the other day. Do you know Rich Roll?
Yeah.
I love his podcast. And he was just doing like, he put this out on his YouTube or whatever. And he was talking about like it's like the guy that moves the fastest doesn't win. The guy that stops the least wins.
Ooh,
and that's like an endurance. Like
I might have to write that one down. You've dropped like 6 bars during this podcast.
And that's the shit I'm not watching the Celtics. I'm watching Rich Roll on YouTube at night. But dude, it's true because it's like everybody wants to like get it right now, but like it's like the guy that doesn't stop gets there first, rather than the guy that keeps sprinting
the consistency.
and stopping.
Consistency is everything.
And dude, that's 100% it. So that's what I've been trying to do with the pod, dude. Is just keep it rolling.
Yeah. And this pertains to like everybody. Like we're talking about brands and like post on social media, starting your own business. Like consistency is always going to outperform somebody who's great once every 3 weeks. Because like a best piece of advice with social media I ever got was from my boy Sam. He said, rank your post a B-. And if it's a B-, post it. Because if you just wait for an A+, you're never going to post the piece of content.
Not gonna do fucking
but
shit.
if you're consistently posting B- content, your B- will be people's dream A+ content. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like never try to be perfect, just try to be consistent. And if you are consistent, you'll get better and better,
For a while, did you get hung up on like trying to post the perfect piece of content?
Yeah, dude. I remember I used to like sit there for like hours and then like I'd be emotionally attached. It would flop. I'd be pissed off. But now I just post as like a form of art. It is what it is. I'm helping people get healthier. Like if it does great. If it helps one person, it helps one person. I'm super happy. Move on. You know what I mean? Like there's no emotional attachment to it anymore.
Yeah. Like what I've been trying to do is just like, I don't even look at it.
Yeah, I don't look at it.
I don't even fucking rewatch them, dude. I like shout out to Megan. She just keeps uploading.
Shout out Maria.
But like, I'm just like, when you don't have to think, you don't have that attachment to it. This kid was like, yo, it's called just post it and ghost it.
Yeah.
Fucking
I like
not
that.
watch that again. And it's like, but like, it's true. Cause like, if you get fixated on it, it's like, it'll just
eat you alive. And you'll emotionally ride, like, because most content does not go viral.
Yeah.
So if you're just sitting there waiting for this one to hit and hit and hit, you're going to get very discouraged.
It's cool how the algorithm's working now. It's like, it just, you know what I mean? It's like a lottery wheel.
It doesn't matter.
You can just keep playing it as much as you want, and whatever goes will go.
Facts.
But did you have? I want to talk about like when you were starting out. Like, what was the lowest point? After college, did you have a low point with the business or with yourself that you struggled with?
Multiple times, and like social media will show you all the wins, but those are like one win out of like 20 losses. You know what I mean? Like there's so many. And I'd probably say this past year was like one of the lowest lows. Like I had a lot of family situations going on that then affected like the business and everything. Like, but with that being said, something I've never done is given up on myself. I've never thought I was going to fail. Obviously, I've failed multiple times, but I've never thought like this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Like it could be a toxic trait. I back myself into corners all the time, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? So that goes to show that like no matter how hard it is, like it will get better. So as long as you take action.
How important is it to show up on those days when you don't want to show up?
Dude, it's so important because motivation isn't an emotion. Like feeling motivated isn't something you should rely on. Like if you're motivated, that's a great bonus, but discipline needs to carry you in all aspects of life, whether it's work, fitness, because if you're disciplined, you develop systems to still function, whether you want to or not, you'll get shit done. And then if you're motivated, that's like a nice little high. But so many people like I got to wait until I have motivation to get started. And it's like, well, then you're going to wait for a while because that shit comes and goes,
Yeah, it really does come and go, dude. You know when you're just driving and you're just feeling like $1 million, and then some days like you're just driving and you're like, what the you know what I'm
You're like, nah. And those shit, and bro,
but they
it's
do
natural.
come and go, dude.
It comes and goes, and it's natural. Like they're human emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you still got to show up.
So from going to train people at Equinox to training professional athletes, what's been the biggest thing you've learned from working with people at the top of their craft?
Ooh, that's a good question. People that are top of their craft, whether it's pro athletes, whether it's whatever, successful business people, is they do the fundamentals so well and they're so consistent in all aspects of their life. Like people think like, oh, you're a training pro athlete, you must be doing the craziest workouts. It's like, no, it's the most basic workout because they're just consistent. They want to figure out what works. They understand what works. They don't want to find some cheat sheet or some shortcut or whatever.
Yeah.
They just do what they need to do so well and so consistent. They're so consistent with it. And I'm very lucky. Like, it's a dual relationship where, like, yes, they're training, like, they're paying me for training, but, like, I'm learning. Like, I train multiple millionaires, billionaires, like, pro athletes. Like, I'm learning so much about the body, about business, about whatever when I'm with them for hours on end.
Is there one thing that a lot of the professional athletes have and, like, the top tier business people have in common that you've noticed since training?
Yeah. They're all psychopaths in a good way. Like, they're obsessed with their goal, but that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm glad I think everybody's a little obsessed with something, but, like, I'm glad that I can reroute my obsessive tendencies to good things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think they all have that gene, that, like, kind of fucked up gene, you know?
And they're all pretty militant day in and day out.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's a human being, you know, but yes, I do think that they figure it out no matter what.
Got it. What's one thing you'd recommend anybody do that's just getting started out on their health journey right now? Like, if somebody's sitting on their couch right now and they're just not happy with where they're at, what's one piece of advice you'd give them to get going?
Just get moving. Meet yourself where you're at right now and just move forward. So if you haven't done any push-ups or any squats, like, do 5 push-ups, 5 squats for the day, call it a day. Like, you're going to feel happier doing something instead of nothing every single time. Like, so many people that haven't worked out for weeks, months, days, whatever, they're like, I need to go to the gym. They'll go for 6 days and they'll burn out.
Right.
It's not a sustainable,
you
go.
You got to keep that shit moving.
You got to keep it moving. So you got to start somewhere and build from there. Like, everybody who I train, they're like, I'm training 5 days a week and I'm not seeing results. I'm like, then let's bring it back. Let's train twice a week, dedicate our time to what we need to dedicate it to, such as nutrition, recovery. Prove to me you can do it, and then build from there. So if you're starting off right now, you're not doing anything, you're on the couch, work out for like 5 minutes a day. Right, just that. Once you feel confident in doing that and it's part of your routine, build it from there and start that basic, you know?
Yeah, I feel like everybody's trying to do too much too soon. And
Facts.
Like, I've done that a million times, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, and like it's like New Year's and you turn over a new leaf and now all of a sudden you wrote down all these things you're gonna journal for an hour a day, you're gonna read for 2 hours a day, you're gonna fucking run every morning, you're gonna
it's a lot.
And then you burn out. But what I swear is, like, if you do like with the pod, dude, it's like if you do one thing every single day
that moves the needle, you're good.
Just one little thing is better than doing 10 things every 20 days.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. It goes back to the quote you just said. I'm trying to re-say it so I remember it. What was it? The fastest man doesn't win. It's the one who doesn't stop the most. What was it?
Yeah. The person who wins isn't the fastest. It's the one who stops the least.
That's a good quote right there.
Right? Fuck. I got another good quote, but it was like anything over 0. Shout out to Sahil Bloom. This is a legendary quote. Anything over 0 compounds.
Ooh.
Because it does, dude. If you do 5 push-ups a day, like every day for a year, you're probably gonna get in better shape, even if it's 5.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like what my thing is with the gym, dude. Is like I just try to get in there and like not overcomplicate it, and like, you know what I mean. I don't need to be sweating my balls off. And I just like I want to get it in when I can, and when I have because I have a lot of other things I'm doing right now, but I just feel like even doing that 5 days a week at what I'm doing is kind of like I'm seeing improvements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And as long as you're moving the needle and like you don't need 2 hours every single day to progress.
Right.
Like a lot of times I'm a very busy person. I don't remember the last time.
Yeah, dude, a lot of people don't have 2 hours a day to fuck around in the gym.
I remember last time I sat in the gym for over an hour. Like most of mine been, get in, do my work, do the things that actually matter, leave, and I feel great after. I never leave the gym feeling worse,
Yeah. My boy said this guy said to him, he was like, dude, if you ever don't want to go to the gym, pack your gym bag, go to the gym, and if you still don't want to go to the gym when you get there, then you can come home.
But at least you tried.
But you're not going to show up to the fucking gym and not finish it.
Facts.
But the hardest part is getting out of bed. It's getting to the gym.
It's removing those, roadblocks. Like oftentimes some habits I have people do is pack your gym bag the night before.
Yeah.
Lay out your gym clothes on the, counter, whatever it is, or like pre-plan it, because people don't want to be unhealthy. They just don't have the structure to make it work. You know what I'm saying? If you're not planning that shit out, of course you're gonna fail.
Dude, it's like, what is your thought on like prepping food and all that? Like nutrition. What are your? Let me just rephrase this. Like, how important is nutrition if somebody wants to change the way they look and feel?
Nutrition is arguably more important than movement in a lot of capacities, depending on what your goal is. If you want to gain muscle, you have to lift.
Yeah.
I think you should lift regardless of whatever goal it is. But so many people think that health is just working out.
Yeah.
Working out is like 25%, right? You have movement.
Sleep.
You have recovery and sleep. You have nutrition. You have the mental health. Like, those are all equally important pillars when it comes to health.
Yeah.
Right? And you need to be able to have some sort of structure. But some of the people, I've helped people lose 100 pounds, 200 pounds.
Yeah, what's your biggest transformation?
200. Shout out TJ, my fucking dog.
TJ.
200 pounds.
Shout out to TJ, 200 pounds.
Yeah, bro,
Damn.
he's my dog. I love him. He was one of my groomsmen. I was one of his groomsmen. Like, how
Good for him,
How many
bro.
people in the existence of mankind has helped somebody lose 200 pounds, like have that relationship with somebody?
Damn, that's a lot of fucking weight, bro. I weigh like 188 pounds, bro.
TJ's a fucking dog. Shout out TJ.
Shout out to TJ. That's crazy.
At the end of the day, he never had any week where he lost an extreme amount of weight. He was so consistent. Like, his weight graph was just like a very
What
consistent.
do you think it was? He just committed to it?
He was just so committed. He dedicated his life. He realized he needed to change his shit or he was dead.
Really?
Like, that's just what it was. And with anyone who is, going out there with whatever their habits are and they just know they're going the wrong way, like, just start somewhere simple. Like, TJ's workouts started, I think they're like 20-minute, 3 exercises circuits.
Yeah.
And I just had like a little checklist for him that was like 4 things he needs to do every day. Then he got really good at that. And then we made it 5 things. And we made the workout 25 minutes. And it got to a point where he was like, nah, I'm going to make time to... He wanted to work out for an hour. You know what I'm saying? He went to the gym 5 days a week, He built... He deserved to build... Yeah, he had momentum. Exactly.
Yeah, so with that, like, the hardest part is just showing up every day. With anything, though.
Yeah, with anything in
But
life.
I do think that the gym is such a good, like, indicator to show you, like, how disciplined somebody really is.
100%.
That mental, the whole mental capacity to just show up to the gym every day, that's another thing I wanted to ask you about is, like, I feel like people subconsciously respect people more
100%.
immediately when they're in shape.
100%. Because you can't... It's something money can't buy. You can't.
Exactly.
You're a walking billboard, whether you want to be or not.
If somebody walks into a job interview and they're ripped out of their fucking mind and like they're presentable and they're clean cut and whatever, like, I just think that they automatically get
totally.
Like,
and people are gonna have life. People are gonna go through seasons of their lives where something may happen. They may gain weight. There's nothing wrong with that because life just fucking sucks. Things happen.
Yeah.
But it is your responsibility to take care of yourself, right? Like, something I talk to so many kids about. Like, a genuine question I ask mom and dads are like, do you want your kids to learn discipline from you or from your neighbor?
Yeah.
Like, you are their walking billboard. Do you want them to be healthy? Do you want them to, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a question you got to ask yourself.
You want to be a good influence or not? Yeah. Dude, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I was like, dude, some parents literally talk so much shit around their kids about other people.
Kids are sponges, bro.
Bro, that the kids, you go to a fucking locker room in high school or in middle school growing up. I remember playing hockey and no matter where I was playing or whatever, there was always somebody in the locker room talking some crazy bullshit that I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Where'd you learn that?
Where the fuck did you learn that? And why the fuck do you care where these people are from?
Yeah.
Like, why is this 13-year-old telling me that these people are douchebags that live over here and there? Like, what? Who's telling you this?
Yeah.
And it's so true that, like, kids are sponges. And I'm like, dude, you got to fucking be careful what you fucking say because they're going to repeat everything.
Yeah. So, listen, your kids are going to learn from you, so might as well teach them good habits, such as working out. Like, I train so many. I try to... Some of the people I train there in person, they have kids, and they will be like, I don't know if I can come in today because I'm like, bring your kid.
Yeah.
Bring your child. I've had people bring their 3-month baby in. I'm like, put them down. We'll figure it out. We'll put down the music. Like, it's not going to be a perfect workout, but we're still going to get it done. We're still going to move the needle.
Right.
And we have kids. Shout out Theo. Shout out Noah. Shout out Vinny and Leticia and Viv. They've brought their kids since he's 2 now, but I could be like, go deadlift, go row, and squat, and he'll stay busy for like 5 minutes because and he's 2 years old, and he understands that because he's raised in the gym.
Yeah,
you know?
and he's probably I also think that when you just work out and go to the gym, like I think that this is the best thing, and I've actually had the past week's been pretty brutal, but like when I would go to the gym before work, those are my best days.
Yeah, like, you're starting the hardest part of your day is the morning. You know what I mean?
But you just feel so fucking good when you're driving. You're getting your coffee going. You got the music going. Because you
did something for yourself. So many people feel resentment towards whatever else. Like, obviously work's work, but like if something's preventing you from working on yourself, you're gonna get mad. And then it's like it starts a snowball effect, you know? So like taking care of yourself is great for the physical, but also for the mental.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you got stuff going on, go to therapy. Like that's very important. Like the gym doesn't substitute
that's
therapy.
the mental gym though. That's
but it is good.
It's huge. Yeah, my dude, shout out to fucking my guy Jeff on the therapy front, because like it's like the mental gym, dude. And it's so fun to be able to like I'm meeting with him every week, and it's like we just talk. Like I'll bring whatever's on my mind to him. We'll talk it out, and it's like by the end of that conversation, I've completely calmed down and I've changed my perspective on it. And for a while, I kind of thought the therapy approach was like kind of just like bullshit, because I've kind of had some therapists that I was just like not really cool with. But like this guy that I'm working with, he's great, and it's just like super helpful. But now I'm like, you know what I mean? Rather than impulsively sending that text or this or that, being like, maybe I'll sleep on that.
It's enough to think.
And then the next fucking day, I don't send it. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't send that text or that passive aggressive email. And then another thing I was thinking about is like, when you do send those things, at least for me, dude, if I send some passive aggressive bullshit to somebody, not only do I send that and it like gives me like a spike of like, oh, I told him or her or whatever. And it's like, dude, it just creates more stress.
100%.
That I have to now deal with that awkwardness and like, what, well, was that too rude, or why did I say that?
Totally.
So shout out to Jeff, but like the mental gym's key.
Yeah, I think therapy, I used to think that you needed some life-altering, shitty situations to go to therapy, but I think of it as preventative care as well. Just like the gym, you do not need to be on death's, like about to die to go to the gym and take care of yourself. So why is your brain the same way?
Right.
Like, why is your mental health the same way? It's not.
100%. You got to take care of it. So what does like your average day look like? Walk us through your normal day. What time are you up? What do you eat for breakfast? We want to hear it all.
You know, recently I've been getting up pretty early, like 4:45 is usually it. I'll try to do some sort of something for myself in the first 20 minutes I'm up. So I'll stretch with my dog, like Bear, shout out Bear.
What kind of dog?
He's a Fox Red Lab, little 80-pound baby. But he stretches with me. Like I'll literally stretch him, like I'll grab his arms and stuff, but I'll stretch in the morning, read, I'll journal a lot. So I'll write down like 3 things I'm grateful for almost every day. I don't do it every day. But I try to do something for myself before, I pick up my phone, I do whatever. If it's a day where I'm at home, I'm doing all my admin stuff. So I own 7 businesses, so it's a lot. But on the days where I go in and train people, I train out of a nonprofit called Inner City Weightlifting, which is a beautiful facility here in South Boston. They're incredible. But I'll train, 3 to 5 clients, and then I'll go back home, hit the gym, usually midday. I love food, so like my wife and I will cook. She's been doing a lot of cooking recently. Shout out Annalise, I love her. I go on a lot of walks. I love walking. We just bought a home and we have a really nice yard, so I'm in my yard a lot. This year, I'm trying to start a garden. That's my fucking little thing right now.
Yo, I'll tell you what, this is another thing that's like a waste. Like I'm just big on like how you carry yourself, and like whatever you do is like how you do everything. If you pull up to somebody's house and they've got like a manicured yard and lawn and their house is painted and they take care of that shit, I don't give a fuck where they live or what their house, like the quality of their house is or the quality of their grass. You can take good care of that. The pride when people taking that is like, I just
100%. I admire,
because there's no excuse to like not do that. You can get a shitty lawnmower and cut your grass.
100%.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so you're going to get the garden going.
Yeah, I'm going to get the garden going. That's my mission. But But yeah, man, I mean, every day is slightly different, and I think that's the beauty of entrepreneurship, which it can be unpredictable. You know, putting out fires.
Yeah.
I have 18 employees, so
Yeah.
that's also a lot of stress. Not stress, but like things that just come up.
Yeah, a lot of people to manage.
But I wouldn't have it any other way.
What's one thing you've learned from managing your team from over the years?
That is probably the hardest thing I've ever done professionally, is because most of the people I've hired, not everybody, but most of the people I hired, I've known for years as friends. So there's like friend Mike, not boss Mike, because we're all working together. I don't refer myself as a boss. We're all
teamwork,
working together for, you know, to build whatever we're trying to build. But the biggest thing I've learned is you become a better leader when you learn how to communicate to people in the way that they understand. So like, one person may need a fire lit under their ass versus the other person needs to be like spoken to like super chill. And that's just how it is. Because everybody's raised different, right? Everybody has different environmental factors. And once you learn that and don't think in your head, but think in theirs, you become a much better leader.
Yeah, you're totally right. You got to treat everybody's, you know what I mean? You got to treat, I was talking to my little brother about that a couple months ago. I'm like, dude, and you also got to pick and choose your battles. Because you can't be fighting every fight.
You can't fight, no.
Fuck that. You know what's crazy? You only have so much energy and you cannot fight every fight. You got to pick and choose your battles because that is so heavy that's so much to deal with.
Obviously, you're talking about like arguments and stuff, but training martial arts has taught me that I do not want to fight. Like the more you learn, the more you want to avoid confrontation. Not that I avoid, like I obviously speak up if somebody's disrespecting.
Because it's such an energy suck?
It's an energy suck, but also like it's not worth it. You never know what people are doing. You never know what people are experiencing. Most of the time when you argue, it's a self-projection of what they're experiencing, not
or
towards
your
you.
assumptions of what they're doing.
Exactly.
You're like, you're making your, you're like, it's, and it takes a lot out of you.
It takes a lot out, and it's not worth, like, I protect my energy. Like, that's something, last year was a huge, like, I need to protect my energy year. Like, a lot of people that I've known for a long time, I kind of had to remove them from my life, love them from a distance, you know what I mean? And that's just, it is what it is. I love them in a different capacity, but, like, you cannot have people that are draining you around you at all times.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about hanging around people that, like, you used to be friends with that are just not giving you the what you expected?
I mean,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I 100%. I 100% know what you're talking about.
My boy and I were talking about that the other day. Like, some people just, like, and it's all good. Yeah. It's just different chapters, you know?
It's just different chapters. There's different conversations. There's different levels of conversations. And, like, just because you grew up with somebody or went to high school with them doesn't mean you should be their best friend. I'm very fortunate. I have some friends from high school that I, you know, I'm still very close with and love very dearly. But there's just different chapters, and people grow differently. And just because you grew up together or something doesn't mean they deserve a specific level of you or access to you. You know what I mean? And I used to think everybody needed that. I used to be a people pleaser. I was like, everybody needs to like me, but that just drains you. You can't pour out of an empty cup. You know?
Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that is right.
Fuck that.
But, all right, so for fun, like outside of running your business, hanging out with your wife, what do you like to do for fun?
Eat Chipotle and watch anime. Unlimited amounts of anime.
Wait. Have you seen Archer?
No, I haven't yet. What, bro, you watch anime?
Nah, I don't watch fucking anime. I don't but my roommate in high school used to, obviously I went to boarding school, so we fucking watched everything, dude. But my roommate in high school loved Archer.
Yeah.
He fucking loved that shit. And it was actually pretty good.
It was pretty good. Okay, I'll watch it. I'll start watching it. But anime, I have like 10, my whole arms are tattooed with anime tattoos.
What's your favorite one?
Nostalgically, Dragon Ball Z, just because I grew up on it, and I think so many life lessons.
Do you collect cards?
So I actually
collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Pokemon cards?
Co-own a Pokemon card company.
Really?
It's probably my fastest growing business right now.
Really? So where do you get them? Do you get them on eBay?
All right. Shout out Andy. eBay's one of them. Yo, Andy's one of my best friends.
Are you guys doing Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh?
Pokemon. And
do people fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh anymore?
They do, and Yu-Gi-Oh is actually exploding a little bit. They're like 3 years behind.
Stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Most people have stacks of thousands of dollars worth of cards in their basement.
They don't even know.
They don't even know. And also, you know those 3-ring binders?
Yeah.
Those fucked everybody's cards because they bent them the way that like it closes.
Really?
Like I was at my boy's house the other day.
So do they lose the value if they're bent?
They lose a lot of value. Like Rocky. Okay, Rocky's a prime example. Rocky had a Pikachu card. Is he on
point with his cards?
No, he had a folder of Pokemon cards, and I pulled this Pikachu card that's worth about $20,000. And I looked at it, and then I realized it was all fucked up, and it was worth like $100, which is still worth something. But the condition's very important. But Andy, my best friend, he knows more about Pokemon than I know about fitness.
Do they not make Pikachus anymore?
No, they do. They do. It's just that there's specialty versions and this, that. But where we make money is, so cards are worth something. Have you ever seen like those cards in those like PSA container stuff? Like, so it costs a lot of money and time and effort to send those to get, verified, to see the quality and all that. But we collect a lot of cards, and Andy knows which cards are worth sending out. So we'll get that. Like, it's not a lose-lose situation. Like, if you have cards in your basement, I'll buy them at the price that they're worth. But if I get them at a certain, quality number based off the PSA rating, I can sell it for a lot more. So, like, the average person isn't going to do that. But we will. So that's where, like,
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
shit, comes
Didn't
up.
Logan Paul just sell a card for like $5 million?
Yeah, he just sold. I thought he sold something for like 15 mil.
Maybe it was 15. Yeah, I have no idea.
But it's art, and it's nostalgic art. That's why people are like, why are Pokemon cards? But also a little insider trading. So the show and the games can determine like which Pokemon cards are like going to be popping soon. So like,
are there still new Pokemon episodes coming out?
So like you'll know, but like also like certain shows.
Where do you even watch? Where is Pokemon?
Anywhere. Anywhere. But like we know that like these 4 Pokemon are going to be like popping Pokemon like 4 months. So let's get all the Pokemon cards that are those Pokemon cards because we know that the stock's going to go up. There's apps that you can download you could scan the card and it'll show you the value. And like the Pokemon investment portfolio, on average, has outperformed the stock market.
Is Pokemon a publicly traded company?
Pokemon is the biggest media company in the world.
Really?
I think it's worth. Fact check me.
Do they own other cards?
I don't know. Maybe. But Pokemon as a brand themselves, I don't know if it's 200 billion worth or I'm butchering on the number. I may have to look it up. I don't know. But it's worth a lot.
Wait, what's rare? A Charizard or a Pikachu?
It depends on which, but a Charizard is the more rare.
Is that what Logan Paul sold?
Yeah, he sold that. I'm going to nerd the fuck out right now.
Do you have a Charizard?
I do. I'm currently nerding out, so Mew is my favorite Pokemon. And I think there's 63 versions of the Mew card.
Really?
And I promised myself I wouldn't buy them online. I have to get them in person. So like me and Andy will go to like different like Pokemon weekend fucking shows and shit, flea markets. Damn. But it's cool because it's the experience. Like I'm meeting all these people. You'll have like 8-year-old Sam with a $30,000 collection because he hit lucky once, and then you'll have some like dad who's just bringing his son to.
And
like,
is it all just by ripping a pack and getting lucky?
There's a bunch of different things. You could sell packs, like you could sell a box, and there's a bunch of packs inside. There's 100 different ways where you can make money and like do shit.
But you're right. It's the collectible game. Which
I just got hyped. I just got
What other hobbies? Any other ones?
Yeah. So anime. I mean, I love food. I travel a lot though. I think that's why I love Boston. Is I've never felt the need to leave.
Where's your favorite place you've ever been?
Naxos, which is an island in Greece.
I've been.
It was for our Annalise and I's
I think I've been to
honeymoon.
Naxos.
It was beautiful. Like, bro, we
Santorini is too much.
Santorini, we went for a day.
It's too much.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
but after that, there's not much.
It's so crowded up there.
Very crowded.
It's so touristy, bro.
Very touristy. And like the other islands, they were like not tourist prices. And like we could ATV to the beach and nap on the beach and then like go shower and then go to the mountaintops and get like the most beautiful sunset dinner and then go get some fish and wine. Like it was the best time ever. Yeah. I need to go back to Greece.
Have you been to Turkey?
I've not been to Turkey, but I heard it's very beautiful.
Oh, bro, you got to go to Turkey.
Where's your favorite place?
Maybe Turkey.
Turkey, really?
Dude, I got a couple favorite places.
Name them.
I mean, I would say Turkey's up there. I had an awesome trip with my family there.
Yeah.
We went to Greece too, but I mean, I love the south of France, but I love to ski. So I would say, like, dude, skiing in
pizza, French fry. That's all I know.
Yeah, skiing in St. Anton, dude. Like having a whole day out skiing in St. Anton, that experience is awesome. Being able to just ski for miles and then,
that's fire.
Dude, I love a good beach too, though.
Same. I think traveling is one of the best teachers in life,
dude.
Because you start to realize that there's multiple ways of being right.
Yeah, there's so much shit out there too. There's not one way to do anything.
There's not one way to do anything.
Yeah.
And also, like, I love the U.S. culture of like hustle, but like it's so cool and refreshing to like go to Brazil and people are like, yeah, I'm gonna go to work in like a few hours. I'm like, what time is your start? They're like, I'll go when I go, and they're like,
it's not
chilling, whatever. It's just a different lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
dude.
don't live to
Everyone up
work.
here is go, 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 go.
Which
And-
is positives and negatives in all aspects, right?
I do get a little. I get a little anxiety when I'm not doing something though.
Yeah, I'm always like thinking about what's next.
Well, when I'm on, like, if I'm on vacation for a long period of time, I'm like, dude, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I got to get back to my routine.
100%.
I do like being in a routine.
Yeah.
Like, I really like it. I almost feel like sometimes I travel a good amount for work. So sometimes when I'm on the road, I like miss my routine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think routines are so important. It creates stability in a very crazy life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I and it allows you to just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
But that's that. A good routine is key for me for sure.
100%.
All right, I got a couple wrap up questions for you. If you could have dinner with three people from any time period, who would they be, and why?
No one's ever asked me this. I don't know why the first name that came to mind is my great grandfather. I don't know anything about him, and since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with like learning my lineage,
Okay.
like my family tree. So maybe just talking to him, seeing
What it was like back
what it was
then.
like
Yeah.
and how he was. So I guess great grandfather. Let's throw Jesus in there. That'd be cool to yap with him.
Yep.
That'd be pretty lit. Third one's Michael Jordan. It'd be cool to just fucking
Kick it with him.
kick it with him. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We'd probably eat Chipotle or some shit.
You guys are in Chipotle?
Maybe a barbecue.
Yeah.
Backyard barbecue.
What's your favorite type of food?
Brazilian food, 100%.
Really?
Hands down.
What's your
Yep.
second favorite?
I love Mexican. I also love a lot of Mediterranean food. I kind of like a lot of food.
I do too, but I think that, like, I will say that Mexican food's got to be one of my favorite. Because you know why? I just love a bowl with a chip.
Nothing like it.
But I lived in LA, dude. I had so much Mexican food when
Yeah,
I
I
lived
can
out
imagine,
there. They
bro.
had the best Mexican spots.
Hell yeah.
All right, and then so you guys are going to Chipotle?
We're going. No. We could have like a back. We'll bring Chipotle to the backyard. We'll have we'll grill.
You'll have a kickback. All right.
Yeah, we'll kick back.
All right. What is your favorite brand aside from your own, and why?
I don't know if this is my favorite brand, but a brand that I idolize is Red Bull. It's so cool. Ever since I was a kid, I remember learning that, like, obviously the company is the energy drinks, but all the cool shit has nothing to do with caffeine. It's
Yeah.
like they've built this brand following or like community off of doing the craziest shit you can imagine. And I always find that so cool because I love unique things. Like
Yeah.
seeing them do like Red Bull sponsored where you have like a kid
Flying out
of a plane into a 100-foot half whatever.
Yeah.
It's just insane. So I idolize how they make shit really cool and unique.
Red Bull's done an incredible job, like, with brand positioning and like selling everything but the product.
Yes.
They're selling the lifestyle.
Yeah, they're selling yes.
So like I feel like what they've done, like they've knocked it out of the park with, is like everything. They're not pushing the product in your face. They're just having everybody. Like, when was the last time you saw a Red Bull billboard? Like,
I've never seen like just the Red Bull logo.
No,
on a
like you
billboard,
see a guy jumping out of a plane with a Red Bull suit on, or
exactly.
you see like a skier or a snowboarder like get good enough to the point where like they get rewarded the helmet. Like they don't give those out.
Oh, yep.
So I feel like they've kept a scarcity on their brand and just like only put it on the backs of people that are like the best at their craft.
100%.
So I agree. I think Red Bull's dope. What is your favorite cheat meal?
Ooh.
It can be anything.
That's a great question.
Anything.
No, it could be. I'll tell you right now. In my, I call it the Forever Athlete chat.
Yeah.
The chat, the community chat in the New Human app of everybody who's in it.
Yeah.
I ask them all the time. Like when I start to get hungry, I ask people like, "What do you want to eat?" Like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can just talk about it and then like get through the urge.
Yeah.
I actually just mentioned this 2 days ago. So I would start off with a double wrap Chipotle burrito.
Okay.
You need the Chipotle sauce. I don't know if you ever had the dark Chipotle sauce. You got to pour it on there every bite.
Okay. What about you like that more than the regular hot sauce?
100%, 100%, 20x. Then I would have a Domino's deep dish pepperoni and bacon pizza.
Really?
To the face, no problem. You need the what is the red marinara sauce?
Yeah, I do like a side of marinara.
You need 2 sides of marinara.
Okay.
I'm a condiments with the side of food.
Okay,
guy.
perfect.
Then I'd probably have something my wife or mom made. Both of them, they're both great chefs.
Okay.
So, like a Brazilian dish, some meat, beans, rice, whatever. And then I would have like a Shaw's vanilla frosted personal cake with like 2% milk.
No shit.
This was not a pre-planned answer. This is just what I would eat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
shit.
I would eat all that.
Cake, huh?
Shaw's cake. Nothing better than like taking one of those to the face.
Dude, wait, are you talking
whole
about the
thing.
ice cream cake?
Not ice cream, like frosting.
Really? You like
Yeah.
a regular cake over
Bro,
an ice cream cake?
100%. I used to work at Dairy Queen. I didn't like ice cream at the time.
Right.
So I wasted my opportunity there.
Right.
But yeah, a regular birthday cake, vanilla frosting with a little milk, turn on a little anime, nothing better.
Huh.
Nothing
A
better.
Shaw's cake, huh?
Whole one to the face.
I'll agree with the. You see, I love a pizza, but I like a specific type of pizza. I like a well done bar pie
Facts.
with a side of ranch,
Okay.
and I like a side of chips too.
Yeah,
with, the
with
pizza.
chips, with
You know who
pizza?
kind of got me on the chips? This is actually
Ooh.
Caleb, bro. He used to get the pizza going with the chips and the ranch.
Okay. I'm going to try it.
We lived in the same dorm, bro.
Yeah.
He was using he had the whole dorm just fucking putting ranch on everything. and then I realized how fucking bad ranch was for me, dude. I'm like, no shit, this is good. We're dunking everything in it, bro. But
Bro, I'm dead. That's mad funny.
all right, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
The thing that comes to my mind first is you can't pour out of an empty cup. So make sure you take care of yourself.
That's it. Awesome. And where can everybody find you?
Everybody can find me at coachmichael.com. What the hell? On Instagram, Coach Michael. You can also follow my business page, new_human.
Awesome. I appreciate you coming on, man. That was great. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
That was cool. I'm glad we made that shit happen. Yeah.